We're continuing our study about the name Jesus, and I'm going to read from the book of Isaiah, or his actual Hebrew name is Yashayahu, and I'm going to read starting at verse in chapter 42, verse 8, and it says, now in your English translations it says, "I am the Lord, that is my name." Now right here, in this verse right here, is a total inaccurate translation of the scriptures. Now, how do I know that? It's because if you'll look up this verse, and if you look up the word Lord in this particular verse where it says, "I am the Lord, that is my name," that is not his name. Lord is not the Creator's name, nor is it the name of the Mashiach, which most of us have had in the past, maybe, have referred to the Creator or the Messiah, Mashiach, as Lord. But that's not his name. Now, I can understand the deception that's here, and that we've all been I would say all of us, most of us I'm sure, have been led to believe that that is his name. But that's not his name. And if you look up this verse in the Strong's Concordance, or if you look it up in any, say, Bible software program, and click on the word Lord there, you'll find that it will refer you to the Hebrew number 3068. Now, this reference here of 3068 in Hebrew will show you that it will bring you to the Creator's name, which in our study, if you've listened to my teachings in the past, you know that his name is pronounced as Yahuwah. And it represents 4 Hebrew letters, and when they're pronounced and sounded out, then you'll have the pronunciation of Yahuwah. Now, in a lot of misinformation out there, he's referred to as Jehovah, which he never was called Jehovah, and that's a made-up name. Yahweh, all these names are made up. They're not accurate transliterations of the 4 Hebrew letters that make up his name. I don't want to get into all that because I've done many teachings about that you can look up on my YouTube channel and find the information about that. I just want you to see that the word where it says right here in this particular verse, where it says, "I am the Lord, that is my name," that is not the name of the Creator. Now, you might say, what difference does this make? Well, it makes a whole lot of difference, because when you read in the scriptures and you find out that his name has been substituted or edited out and replaced with the word Lord, or even in some cases the word God in the English translation, it's robbed us of the connection of our relationship with the Creator. And his name is in the scriptures approximately 7,000 times. And when you realize that, then you realize the importance of his name. In fact, he even stresses himself about the importance of his name. He wants his name to be declared. He wants his name to be known. He wants his name to be revered. He wants his name to be proclaimed. He wants us to love his name. He wants us to know that we can find salvation and healing in his name. All these things are mentioned about his name. But when you've been robbed of that revelation by the word Lord, then that's going to rob from you the benefits that he's made provision for us through his name. Now, like I said in our other teachings, most of us had not known his name. We've called upon the name that we only knew through the scriptures, which is the name Jesus, and that's not his name. And that's an English word that's been made up, and his name is Hebrew. And once you know this, you don't have to take my word for it. I don't want you to. I want you to do your research yourself, and you'll find that that's this to be accurate. And then once you know the truth will set you free. He said himself, "If you continue in my word, then you'll know the truth, and that truth that you do know will set you free." I want to pick this up on our next session. I want to get into in chapter 43 of Isaiah Yashayahu, where he says that I am Yahuwah, your Savior. So he identifies himself as the Savior by name. Thank you for joining us, and we'll pick up on our next session. Until then, shalom.